Have you had anybody that's given you any resistance about just doing IAQ testing?
It was a little bit of apprehension as with any company when you introduce a new product, new training, some apprehension. Humans are resistant to change. You guys know that.
Mhm.
The techs are incentivized with commission to assist the customer in making the right appropriate choices for indoor air quality. And then once they've seen the benefit of the monitor, how you can now prove that a customer may benefit from something like that, you've seen the resistance just come down.
Yeah, you mentioned their bottom line. So I take it you use some kind of financial incentives.
Sure, sure. Financial incentives, the techs are trained to have the conversation with customers and be the customer's advisor. So we do provide a spiff or bonus for the customers. They're allotted a commission rate. It depends on the product, but usually a commission rate of about 8%. And that helps them to be diligent and at offering solutions that would benefit the customer. Now we are a company of integrity, so they're not gunning in to replace anything or sell anything that the customer doesn't need, but it helps them to have those conversations to get those opportunities in a time like this when it's relatively slow. These are the things that kind of help you stay stable.
Yeah, I was going to ask, like you mentioned advisor. We use the term consultant, but
Hmm.
how do you, and you touched on that, but have you ever had any folks that work for you that you felt were being dishonest, or at least it's not really in keeping with your company moral compass?
Absolutely. We've had those individuals that have come into our company, and that once you have a culture where truth and integrity are staples, when you're not truthful and you don't have integrity, you get exposed really quick. And we separate from those individuals. That's just nothing we want to be a part of.
How do
Uh,
you know? Do you get out in the field with them? You
Ride-alongs are huge, specifically with my techs. When they troubleshoot equipment, they have to prove it with data. So they are required to fill out a service report, and that service report has readings on it, temperature rise, pressures. It has amp draw. It has all the parameters that will, basically prove why they're making that diagnosis. If they are suspecting a cracked heat exchanger, we look to actually pull the furnace apart and actually visibly see that is correct. So we try to do as much as we can as far as documentation is concerned, just so the customer knows that, hey, you're getting a good thorough job and know you're not being taken advantage of.
anything else to motivate them besides financial stuff? You guys do a lot of training. How do your employees or your team members feel about that training?
They they complain, but they complain in in a good way.
Okay, so we're getting an honest
Yeah,
answer. I
yeah,
appreciate
yeah,
that. That's
yeah.
good.
They complain in a good way. The saying we use to roll with the duck every day at school. So they know that the work here, we're going to be learning to constantly get better. There's new technology, new equipment, and stuff like that. So they do appreciate it because they understand and know what they're doing when they get out into the field. They're not thrown to the wolves or anything like that. But they do appreciate when I go on vacation. If I go on vacation, they don't
That's
have to
funny.
train. So.